sign on the dotted line. Cap on my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down.
This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. And when going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day.
There goes Melvin Gordon.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
The score, Eagles 7, Cowboys 0.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys!
What do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that
one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you, get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson on the move to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Cowboys make over first down at their own 18-yard line.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They're going option play on 3rd down.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Steps away. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Lamar Jackson. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. It's a squib kick, taken at about the 33. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second down, another shot for Jones. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Room here to run. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Aaron Jones,
his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
On the slant, he's got Davis.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Nicole Hardman.
31 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Here's the option going right. A pitch to Gordon. Dances by him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better?
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Cowboys have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Touchdown!
Jalen Waddle.
He scored on the ground and in through the air.
And the Cowboys extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it. Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Dallas, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.